The topics to be covered in the Realeyes IDS installation and configuration demo are the prerequisites for each of the 4 packages, the installation instructions for the source packages, and the configuration of either the Debian or source packages. If installing the Debian packages on a Debian Etch system, simply select the appropriate Realeyes packages and the prerequisites or dependencies will be installed automatically. There may be some optional dependencies such as the SSH server package for the IDS. If desired, these must be selected explicitly. The Realeyes source installation is thoroughly documented. This demonstration highlights some of the important points and provides an example of installation scripts. The following prerequisites must be installed before the source packages. The IDS prerequisites are the following libraries. The libxml2 and OpenSSL libraries are usually installed as part of the base system, but the development packages must be installed for the headers to be available. Both the libpcap library and development package will probably have to be installed. The database prerequisite is the PostgreSQL database. The database needs to be installed and running to configure the Realeyes IDS schema. To be able to force user logouts, the PostgreSQL headers need to be available during the database configuration. Install the source package, change the directory to the top level of that directory, and run the configure script. This will prepare the headers to be used to compile the Realeyes functions for forcing user logouts. The installation script will attempt to find this header directory, but may need to be entered manually. The database daemon prerequisites are the Sun Java JRE version 1.4 or above, the Postgres JDBC jar file, and 2 Xerxes libraries from the Apache XML project. The user interface prerequisites are the Sun Java JRE version 1.4 or above, the Postgres JDBC jar file, and the Eclipse platform package. The details for downloading these are in the installation instructions. On the page for the JDBC, scroll down to the supported versions table and select the appropriate JDBC3 file. Remember to rename the file to PostgreSQL JDBC3.jar. On the Eclipse download page, scroll down to the platform runtime binary table and select the appropriate package. On the Apache XML project, select the master directory or a mirror and download the latest binary release. Untar the Xerxes packages to find the libraries Xerxes IMPL and XML APIs. If the Java jar files are all in the same directory, this can be provided once during the user interface or DVD installation, and the files from that directory will be used. To install the source packages, copy all of those to be installed to the same directory. Verify the MD5 checksums by running the check md5.sh script. To install the IDS, cd to the Realeyes AE directory and run configure and make. Then cd to the Realeyes IDS directory and run configure and make. Next, edit the Realeyes INI file and set the environment variables to the appropriate values. Notice that the Postgres version is found from the etc Postgres directory, which is a Debian convention. Finally, run the appropriate installation and configuration script. To install the DVD, cd to the Realeyes DVD directory, edit the Realeyes INI file or copy it from a previously edited file, and run the appropriate installation and configuration script. To install the database, cd to the Realeyes DB directory, edit the Realeyes INI file, and run the appropriate installation and configuration script. The database installation script installs the needed files, creates initial user IDs, and builds the database. It will be run now as an example of the scripts. Notice that many of the prompts have default values. To accept the default, just press the Enter key. Here, the source package header file directory is entered. This begins the configuration process. When the script is complete, it displays where the installation logs were saved. If installing the user interface on Windows XP, run the installation wizard. If installing it on Linux, cd to the Realeyes GUI directory, edit the Realeyes INI file, and run the GUI installation script. For either the Debian or the source package, start the user interface. The first time it is started, there will be messages indicating that no sensor hosts have been defined. To define a sensor, each of the following are required: a point of contact, a site, and the host definition. The point of contact types are for informational purposes. To select a point of contact for the site, simply click on the other point of contact and it will automatically be added to the site definition. Finally, define the sensor host. The home networks define what networks are monitored and can be used in rules. This concludes the Realeyes IDS installation and configuration demo. Please visit the project website for more information.